As you can see, there you go. What that char cloth does, it'll capture that spark. And it gives it a bed to sleep in, and it'll expand. Bobby was taught how to do this. I was taught how to do this in a reenactment group. We had to become part of the reenactment group. We had to start a fire in less than a minute. There it is. So, another example for water purification. If you're out in the field, I carry a piece of white clear plastic with me. You wouldn't do this in the driveway, obviously. You would do this out in the field. You would dig about a foot hole deep. You would lay plastic around. You would put a cup or some kind of container in the center of that hole. You would lay your plastic over top of that hole, seal all the edges with the dirt you just dug up. You would poke a little hole in the center of that plastic and put a little pebble in it to hold down the plastic over the top of that cup. In just the hour that I put this in, you've already seen condensation building up on the bottom of that plastic. It would roll down that plastic, hit that hole, and drip into your cup. This is something that you would do in the evening. By the morning, when the weather cools, the ground cools off, and then it starts heating up. That's when you start getting your condensation. Another way to get water is with your plastic. I carry clear plastic. I prefer clear plastic instead of the black plastic. And this is all basically a garbage bag. You would take it, and you would take a bunch of your limbs on a live tree. Wrap as many leaves in that tree limb that you can into the bag. Get it down, close it off at the bottom with a piece of tape or a rope. What happens when a tree breathes? It puts off O2. When it hits the air, you got H2O. It'll sweat, cause water. You'll have water. Bobby did a 2-week survival course out in Carlisle, PA. Believe me, he's glad that he had his backpack with the stuff that we were taught during survival school. So, any questions? Okay.
Hey, registration's closing. If you guys haven't registered, do it now, please. Yes, sir. So I got red bands. All right.
Glycerin and potassium causes a chemical reaction. Wow. All right, this is one that I just found out about the other day. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to add it to a little bit of this to my my bug out bag. If you have a pool, you're going to have pool shock. Basically all it is, it's a higher concentrate. A higher concentrated chlorine. Everybody has this, right? In their car. Brake fluid. Always got to top off your brake fluid. $1. Putting about 1 tablespoon of the chlorine bleach shock in the cup. Right, stand back. Yeah, the same amount of DOT3 brake fluid. Wait for it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That is a good one. Go there and break.
Doesn't matter what kind of cup you use.
What's the powder?
No, what kind of cup?
It's
That was a styrofoam cup.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You just use styrofoam all the time, or
Whatever you have, whatever container you have.
then you put tinder over top of it and just let it react and
Let
catch
the
and go.
reaction, you put it on top of your fire pit. That'll get a wet wood fire started because it does burn at a high concentrate of high temperature. But those are just a few things that I put in my bug out bag. I'm a survivalist. I like to learn different ways to start fires. Water treatment, like your emergency meds, did you? No. When I need to, if I'm out I'm out in the woods all the time. I'm a hunter. I'm a fisherman. I like to hike. I've been turned around in the Allegheny National Forest for hours.
Yes.
Hours, literally. Turned around, didn't know how to get home. I'm able to provide for myself as far as water, shelter, fire. These are simple things that I just keep in my bug out bag. My son does the same thing.
Any vehicle that I have or any vehicle that I'm in, I have a day bag that comes with me everywhere.
This is my new one. This is what I just found out about. I did some research. Once again, the reason why you keep a little bit of a bag of shock in your car, you run across a stream, it's water, you don't know how to treat that water. 1 grain of this will treat almost a quart of water. Just enough where you can smell the chlorine in the water. You leave it out in the sun, put the cap off, let it dissipate for about a half hour. That water is pure enough and safe enough to drink without worrying about germs, viruses, or live organisms being in that water that'll tear you up and take you out of the picture.
What was the other?
In a survival situation, the first things you want to do is find yourself a place to set up shelter. The second thing you want to do is build a fire. The third thing you want to do is water. You can live without food for up to 2 weeks. You can only live 3 days without water.
What was the other chemical you used for treating water?
Potassium permanganate.
That's cool.
Appreciate it, man.
Sorry about the camera work on this. I was trying to watch the demonstration as well as film it, but as you saw, it was kind of up and down. But hope you enjoyed. Give me a thumbs up. Till we meet again.